Bears fans, who the hell is this? The newest member of the Chicago Bears, that's who. What's up, guys? The Chicago Bears have made another signing, and it is for another tight end, Lachlan Pitts. No relation to Kyle Pitts, at least that I'm aware of. They have added the UDFA out of William and Mary to a one-year deal. Daniel Greenberg with the scoop here saying that the Bears are signing tight end Lachlan Pitts per sources. Pitts participated in Bears minicamp and recently had a tryout with the team. I'm sorry, who? Oh, let's learn. I'll be honest. I'm not going to sit here and say I was very familiar with Lachlan Pitts' work, but in the last half hour, 45 minutes, I've done my research and have a pretty good understanding of who this player is. I will educate you guys just like I educated myself. And then toward the end of the video, we have some other NFL news and notes. But this is why you subscribe. How many other Bears YouTube channels are breaking down the signing of Lachlan Pitts? Maybe some other ones are, but gotta be thinking not that many are, but we're here to provide the latest news and rumors regardless of how big the news is, how small it is. We want to keep you guys informed with what's going on with this football team, so hit that subscribe button. Do not miss out here on the channel. So just kind of a little background on Lachlan Pitts. 2017 committed to William and Mary, which is Division I FCS. 6-year college player. You see a lot of that these days with everybody getting that COVID year in 2020. Good size, 6'5", 255. He was a team captain last year for William and Mary as well. 4'8" flat in the 40 at his pro day. Okay, like decent athlete, nothing spectacular there. Had a pretty nice senior season, though, for William and Mary last year. 28 catches, 543 yards. Had 5 touchdowns, averaged over 19 yards per catch. Had an 83-yard touchdown catch as well. If we're being completely honest here, though, this is likely a camp body. Maybe the Bears, which as of filming this, we don't know who they're cutting to make room for him. They're probably cutting Jared Pinkney, who they signed last week at tight end. That would just be a guess because now all of a sudden you have 7 tight ends, I believe. But, teams shuffle the back end of their 90-man roster all the time. Obviously, the Bears had some familiarity with them as he was at rookie minicamp and tried out recently. So, camp body, we'll see what he can do in the preseason. We'll see if he plays as soon as this Saturday when the Bears have their preseason opener. Now, be honest with me. Have you heard of Lachlan Pitts before today? Type Y for yes, or L for you're a liar, or N for no. Maybe a couple of you guys have, but I'll be honest, I had not. I vaguely recognized the name because he was at Bears rookie minicamp. Beyond that, I had never heard of Lachlan Pitts. I won't lie about it, but that's why I did my research, and I'm here to inform you guys. Y for yes, N for no. Be honest with me. Have you heard of Lachlan Pitts before today? Hopefully you've heard of Rocket Money because they've been sponsoring some of our recent videos. We appreciate them for doing that. Save money on a monthly basis with Rocket Money. Are subscriptions draining your finances? The answer is probably yes, because the average person has around 12 paid subscriptions, and they might not even remember signing up for half of those. If you have no idea just how much you're spending each month, you need the Rocket Money app, which you can download at rocketmoney.com/bears. Now, this app tracks all of your expenses so you know exactly where your money is going. This blew my mind when I found out, but did you know that 80% of people also have subscriptions that they have forgotten about? You got to trim that back. You got to cut back on spending, especially nowadays. And if you're like me and you have an infant or a toddler at home and he's about to start daycare for me, or I'm spending tons of money on that per month, you got to cut back where you can. And Rocket Money is going to keep you on top of your finances. They can help negotiate better deals for you with your insurance and your utility bill companies. Find the best and most competitive offers out there, and you save $20 here, $30 there. All of a sudden, you're saving over $100 per month, if not more. RocketMoney.com/bears now. Download the app with our link. Support us, support our sponsors, and it's just going to help you monitor your finances too. Rocket Money, go check it out. Link is in the comments and in the description of this video. So now you look at the tight end depth chart. Again, you've got, 8 tight ends. I think I said 7 earlier. Cole Kmet, Robert Tonyan. Obviously, you added Mercedes Lewis last week, which I love that addition. I think as a number 3 tight end, it's perfect because he's one of the best blocking tight ends still at 38, 39 years old in the NFL. Shout out Robert Tonyan for help bringing him on board. Jake Tonjes, The Bears did cut Chase Allen, so he is no longer on board. You add Lachlan Pitts now, and the Bears have signed 3 tight ends in a week. It's kind of crazy. That was like a common theme of the Ryan Pace era, is they would just have so many tight ends during the offseason, during training camp, and that's kind of all of a sudden become the case at this current time for the Chicago Bears. So Lachlan Pitts, the newest member of this football team, as he is on board on a 1-year deal. Again, we will see what this turns into. I think it's just a camp body, but you never know. Players have been signed in the past for NFL teams out of nowhere and have surprised coaches. So weirder things have happened. Now, how many tight ends will make the Bears' 53-man roster? I think 3 are locks. Cole Kmet, Robert Tonyan, Mercedes Lewis. Will a 4th make it? If it does, it'll almost certainly be Jake Tonjes, who was spent some time on the 53 last year. But what say you? 3, 4, 5? I don't think 5 will make it, but let us know what you guys think. A couple of other NFL headlines I wanted to cover on today's show. Teddy Bridgewater is signing with the Detroit Lions on a 1-year deal. He is going to be Jared Goff's backup quarterback this year. And remember, Detroit drafted Hendon Hooker out of Tennessee, but Hooker did tear his ACL late last season. This tells me that he's probably not quite ready to be an NFL backup just with that knee recovery. And obviously, with Detroit trying to win this year, Teddy Bridgewater is a win-now type of quarterback. He started a lot of games in this league. He spent some time in this division before in the NFC North, and clearly they think this year. You don't add Teddy Bridgewater to be a backup unless you're trying to win, because if Jared Goff misses some time, Bridgewater is a capable backup. So he heads to Detroit and is now in the NFC North. I'm not buying Detroit completely, but clearly they are the favorites in the division per all sports books. Some other news, this one came down yesterday. Justin Houston signing a 1-year, $7 million deal with the Carolina Panthers. Now, there was kind of the pipe dream that the Bears could sign both Ngakoue and Justin Houston. Obviously, Chicago got Ngakoue, which I'm thrilled about. I know a lot of you guys are thrilled about as well. I would have liked it if Houston didn't sign with Carolina, though, because we're hoping that pick to be as high as possible. I don't think Justin Houston turns Carolina from like a 6-win to a 10-win team or something like that, but he certainly doesn't hurt. Now, you look at where the Bears sit at this point in time with Houston going to Carolina. Is there still a move to be made from Ryan Poles to add another pass rusher? They might just roll with what they got, especially with Terrell Lewis having a good camp. I think they feel okay about Travis Gibson and Dominic Robinson. DeMarcus Walker should be back soon, so we'll see if another move comes. Now, what was interesting is Ian Rappaport, after the signing of Yannick Ngakoue, reported that the Bears were also interested in Jadeveon Clowney. He also mentioned Danielle Hunter, but that obviously went to rest once the Vikings restructured Hunter for this year. But interesting Clowney is interesting. Like, do you circle back to that? Like, what if 2 more weeks go by and Clowney's not signed and you can get him for dirt cheap? I mean, I'd be intrigued at that point. I think Poles and this staff probably wants to see what some of these young guys do in the preseason, but keep an eye on this. You never know. If Clowney's still out there in a week or two, I could see the Bears maybe being in the mix. What say you? Should the Bears sign another pass rusher? Do they need someone else coming off the edge like a Jadeveon Clowney, who's clearly the best one available? Type S for sign or P for pass. I think for now they're going to stand pat, but if that price goes down and he's available in, say, 10 days, I wouldn't be completely shocked if Poles double-dipped here. All right, guys, that's going to do it. Lachlan Pitts, you are a Chicago Bear. Best of luck to you as you embark on this journey. We'll be back tomorrow. We filmed Bears training camp winners and losers. That was going to go out instead of this video, but then this news drop. That's going to go out in the morning tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that. Subscribe, turn on notifications. Then our live show at 3 o'clock Central Time. So tons of stuff to come tomorrow. We'll see you guys soon.